Back when Big Apple sold dreams, I stuck to my own thing. Back when the house that I own now was my home screen. Before I'd ever hit the road and feel like the home team. Running missions, pyramid schemes just like the Egyptians. Back when hotlines were still flipping. Now I'm seeing money off of hotlines blinging, but it feels different. Transitions, plan switching, ambition, minding my business, building a business, etc. Inspired by a few, but my mind really drives itself like Tesla. Always had a little something extra. Back when Corey was our sole investor, and the car can get from A to B, but won't impress ya. Look, I ain't no baller. Still need my accounts longer, like the way my nephew's getting taller. My soundtrack is the second Carter, dreaming of accepting offers and easing tensions, keeping family out of East attention. And out of Pine Hills Funeral Center, spots we got no business entering. Back when Jill Scott was the apple of my Afrocentric. I had to find a way to get someone's attention. Then we rolling. Deep pockets on a nigga, I can't find my phone.